Hello everybody and welcome to the Lazy Craig Show. Today I'm going to talk to you about the firing of James Gunn from Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and whether or not his firing was justifiable. So as you may have read by now, James Gunn, the writer and director of Guardians of the Galaxy and Guardians of the Galaxy 2, has been fired from the third movie. And his Starsky and Hutch reboot has been dropped from Amazon as a result of tweets he sent out 10 years ago. Although it wasn't quite 10 years ago, it was 9 to 12, well, it was 6 to 9 years ago. There were tweets over a 3-year period. The tweets, I found a copy of the tweets on The Verge, and they're pretty much all jokes about doing stuff with children. They're paedophilic, basically. And in my opinion, the tweets he did write were absolutely disgusting. Now, I'm a father myself, and to be honest, paedophilia is something you don't joke about. When it comes to comedy, there are jokes that are acceptable, jokes that aren't acceptable. And in this day and age, there are so many jokes that aren't acceptable. Paedophilia it never has been and never will be an acceptable thing to joke about. Now, obviously, the way times have changed, certain jokes back in the 20s, 30s, 40s that were acceptable back then are definitely not acceptable now due to the way that society has evolved. But paedophilia will never be one of those things that will ever have a place where it's an acceptable thing to joke about. Not at all. They are disgusting jokes. And he did say that they were from his time as a shock merchant, rather. And he was just trying to shock people by saying certain things to shock people. And you can do that without going to paedophilia easily. There's so many things you can say. You don't have to go to touching children or having sex with children. There's absolutely no way you have to go to that point. I'm absolutely disgusted by what he said, to be honest. And I did tweet that I think his firing is justifiable. But there is also another side as well, because obviously, as I said, society has evolved. Human beings, we evolve as people. What we thought 10 years ago, what we said 10 years ago, 6 years ago, whatever, change, doesn't reflect who we are as a person now. Now, I'm a big fan of football. And there have been a few occasions where footballers have been banned for tweets they sent 5 years ago. Or because someone went through their tweet history to dig them up, to find something on them. And then they've got banned. And I was always saying that this is stupid. They shouldn't be banned for it. So, why am I saying that James Gunn should be fired for it? It's very similar situations. However, the actual things that were tweeted are completely different. I think, like paedophilia, no, you just can't do that. You can't. Now, James Gunn has actually accepted responsibility. A lot of people have defended him. A lot of celebrities. The cast of Guardians of the Galaxy have defended him. Michael Rooker has actually quit Twitter because of it. Batista has said he's a very kind, caring man. So, it does appear, and looking at what James Gunn was up to at the time, he wasn't really up to much. He did slither a few years prior to the tweets. But other than that, he didn't really do much. So he was obviously trying to just get attention and bring attention to himself so that he could try and get more noticed by people so that maybe he could get work. But then, at the same time, you still can't joke about those things. Say other things. It's simple. There are many things you can say. Now, so I do think that he has been rightly punished. Because, yeah, we do change. We do, say things when we're younger that we regret. But he wasn't exactly a young man at the time. I think he's in his 40s now. So he was a fully grown adult in his 30s at the time he sent the tweets, or near 40. So he knew what he was saying. He shouldn't have said it. So I do think he should be punished for it. So I do think the firing of him is justifiable. But then part of me thinks it is a step too far. But again, what he said is not family friendly. It's disgusting. So he's being punished. He's being rightly punished. But I think part of me saying that he shouldn't be punished is because of the fact that I love Guardians of the Galaxy, and I'm not sure anyone else can do the third one that well. But what he did say was disgusting. He should face repercussions for it. Maybe firing is a bit too far. Maybe there's something else that can be done. You know. So yeah, that's my opinion on the James Gunn situation. Other thing that's happened as well is that the director of Star Wars, well, one of them anyway, Rian Johnson, he deleted about 20,000 tweets after James Gunn was fired. So is he hiding something? Dan Harmon also deleted Twitter because of Dan Harmon's the director of Rick and Morty, or the writer creator of Rick and Morty and Community. He actually had a cartoon sketch years ago that was very paedophilic in nature, and he deleted his tweets because of that, or he deleted his whole account, I think. But it's ridiculous. I do hope that they can find a good director for Guardians of the Galaxy 3, because I don't think the movie should suffer because of it, because of one man's idiocy when he was younger. I do also think it's pathetic that people go back through people's old tweets to find something they said that they can get them in trouble for, because you have a personal problem with someone, so you do that. This is what happened with the footballers. They came after good performances against Liverpool, and now obviously the reason it happened to James Gunn is because he is very anti-Trump. So Trump supporters went through all his tweets and, to do that. I think it's stupid. I think if you've got that much time on your hands, then you need to find something else to do. Don't go through people's old tweets. But then again, on the other hand, in this day and age of social media and public, where the public eye is on you at all times, even if you're a nobody like me, or a massive somebody like James, James Gunn wasn't a massive somebody at the time, but he is a massive somebody now. You know, it doesn't matter who you are. Be careful with what you say on social media, because anyone can see it at any time and get you in trouble for it. It's the same as secrets. The way I see it is you should never keep a secret, or never have anything about yourself, or say anything on social media that you wouldn't be okay with people finding out. Like, there are plenty of things about me that I will not give up for public knowledge. I won't say I won't say, yeah, I like this, I like that, ooh. But if someone found out, I wouldn't care. Because at the end of the day, that's who I am. It's not sick. I'm not sick or anything. A lot of people are sick, but too many people go online and put stuff they shouldn't put. Don't say it. It's simple. Like, I think the worst thing I ever did was badmouth John Cena on Twitter. I think that's the worst thing I've ever done on Twitter. And I've never really said anything on Twitter. And when you look on Facebook, they show you a post from years and years ago. The worst thing I'm guilty of on Facebook is writing like an idiot and not using all the letters. Because at some point in the past, I did do that. Everyone's done that. It's a text speak, innit? You know, so yeah, don't have stuff about yourself that you wouldn't be okay with people finding out, because that's how people get you. They use your secrets against you. And the same with social media. Don't put anything on social media that you wouldn't be happy with someone finding out. Look like this. If you put it on social media, would you be happy with your employer finding it, or your future spouse's parents? And if you do that, think about that before you post, and you wouldn't be happy with them finding out or reading it or knowing that about you, don't put it. Because they're the people who, to be honest, their opinion would matter most to you. So never put anything on social media that you won't regret at some point down the line, that you won't want people finding out. Even if you're doing it just to shock people, don't. Because it's stupid. Shock people a different way. Shock people with other jokes. Don't do paedophilia. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the whole situation with James Gunn. Let me know in the comments whether you think he was right to be fired and what you actually think of what he said. Watch my previous 2 videos. Like and subscribe. Follow me on social media, and I hope you have a good day.